Anubis could be where we end the day. The first day in the ESL Challenger Melbourne qualifiers. On ECSTATIC. Not getting into things just a little late. It's going to be a straight up play towards A. They've got the bodies here, but these dualies, they better be good, and they are. Decent damage done for Queenix. 1.5 players taken out. And now the USPs, they're going to have their say. And it's not going to be that much. One more for Manx, but a disadvantage now in the retake. Both these players on the flank. Cabby and Kragan, still a lot of guns available, and that was very labored from Cabby. Not something we're used to seeing. Still a chance at the clutch, but Lucky's not having it. The full ace.
Where did that come from? Crikey. Lucky, he's had his moments today, let's put it that way. Monster round. And the trade into A were good. The expectation of the flank as well. Very nice from Mr. Lackey. As he punches in all the digits. Onwards we go. Aurora's map pick, of course. But the bizarre thing is, this is probably ECSTATIC's best map. So both teams' best map, you would say at the moment, is Anubis. So we should be in store for a zinger of a game.
Seems like it. Queenix gonna get the first. He's able to get away as well. Survives for the moment. Out on the platform, though. Lackey doing some serious damage. Belabored damage coming back the other way. And, well, now suddenly was looking at Harry for a moment. Calms down. Probably has to connect. Can't do it. And not do it. The health, abysmal, but it doesn't matter for Aurora. They get away with 3. That was so close to going back the other way, Alan.
Sketchy, I think, is the word. There were 4 in defense on A by the time they actually committed out. Such a shame that ECSTATIC could never take fights at the same time, or when they did, the duels were awkward. Oh, that you flip a coin and that could have gone south. Queenix did so much work to get that first kill and buy time for his teammates, but not to be. Aurora stay alive. Need to keep this round clean. And this get very cheeky on the flashbang.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Did get cheeky for a moment, but only a moment. Lackey has been incredible to start this game. 9 kills through 3 rounds. I mean, an ace in the pistol, sure, but then 2 apiece in the next 2. He is a little upset about what happened on Overpass, I think.
Either that, or he's telling everybody I'm the leader here. Let me shoot first. I'll take the fights. And he gets all the opportunities. Maybe it's that sort of deal. Who knows?
Maybe.
On we go. Salazar. Man of the hour, it feels like. Starting off in mid. I've watched quite a lot of Anubis now, and I do think it's a map where it's really hard for that orb to get activated on the CD side. So, Mr. Salazar, we want a top-notch effort.
Cabby not doing anything in this one. Slow start for Cabby. We haven't been used to seeing that. First player spotted out by Glizzy, but it's a 1-for-1 on Kragan. And now with the bomb going down, this could just be a save. It even likely should be. ECSTATIC. They're going to take the looks in from the long range, but it's not going to happen. They'll back out.
What are you calling the spot where Kragan died?
Where Kragan died.
I think you said Glizzy.
No, he killed the guy Glizzy, and then he got
Ow.
traded. Kragan, right. So let's see. Cabby dies in towards cave. Kragan flies out. That's not Glizzy. That's, God, what would you call it? That's,
I call it shrub, because there's a little, like...
That little stub right there?
Yeah,
you call it
there's
shrub?
a few on the wall. Yeah.
Okay. Shrub. I'm done with shrub.
And then if they play it badly, then scrub.
Shrub, scrub, or stub. Any of those 3 could be it. No, so that, like, platform over by the pillars, that's Glizzy. Because it was once Glyph, and then Glyph got adapted into Glizzy.
There you go. We can have the whole, whatever the word is there for the history of words. I can't remember the word of it.
Etymology.
That's the one.
Mm-hmm.
We need that for Counter-Strike.
Remember, we're here to educate here, Alan.
I want the history of Pop Dog to be fully explained.
So there used to be
Not by
crates right outside of it that say Pop Dog on it. And now there still are, but only if in Pop Dog you fly through the fence and you can still see the crates. But they used to be, or it used to be a train car that said Pop Dog on it right outside of it, or something along those lines. Maybe a truck. I don't remember. Now it's finally going the way of ECSTATIC. Spam through the smoke for Kragan nets too. They haven't been able to cross the bomb just yet. They will now. For Kragan, he's just going to keep dumping nades. This damage is costly. Selter at least gets one back, but they're continuing to fight here. And the longer they get stalled out, the closer they come to these smokes fading. So they're going to press forward.
They
say,
have to
okay.
kill Queenix. They have to kill Queenix and make it A.
He's got the right spot for this. He's got the first, pulls the trigger on it. Norvi backing off. Norvi will at least make this a possibility. Could get a bomb plant off of it. Does he get beaten in mid? No. Cabby's down low. And Norvi... gonna give him the slip. He wanted to see if he could catch his killing canals. He's too late for that. But he is going to have a path back towards the B site. But as Cabby doesn't see him here, and says he definitely should have won that foot race. You've got Salazar.
Yes, Salazar's still scared of a flank. He's still scared. He's not committing to B.
It is, I suppose, a possibility. Because the player could have stuck around in mid.
Oh, he's cut noise for so long that they just have no idea.
Oh, but here's the op out. There's the spot. There's the shot. Static on the board.
Yeah, it's I don't like the round from Aurora. It's so they smoke dark and then the two sides of the pillar kind of, and then go in. It's very much like free smokes A on Mirage, where you just give yourself no space to play with. And Kraken destroys them from dark at the start, which didn't help. But even if they get the bomb down, they are so trapped on the bomb site. They would have had to have made a play for map control. And yeah. Ooh, that's a beefy nade. Busting, you might say.
Busting.
To
like a good...
Go and say it.
Busty nade. Okay, Cabby. Actually got that kill with the nade, technically. Bullet would have done it if the nade hadn't. But the shrapnel will have the last laugh. Cabby forced out of the angle. That's not actually that deep a Molotov, so
it doesn't do anything, does it?
It just prevents the push. Not great value for Molly.
Oh, this aggressive A main setup is still going. Even if they seed this control in towards mid, that A main setup can just push further in, and getting a plant is so difficult.
Manx is really wary about giving this kill up, though. Now he's going to reposition. He sets up Kragan just to prevent the B-Wrap. He's going to get into position towards Heaven to help out his A players. I don't mind this. I don't mind this at all. There's a lot of control here for ECSTATIC. And as they press in towards A, Manx, he's got to be good. And he's not. That's a bit of a problem now. Salazar, though, rerouting. Salazar starting to power up. They have no idea there's another player here. They have no idea. Bomb's planted open. There's the kill. Plant denied. No chance.
I don't think they know the spots. Or at least they weren't reading it fast enough, because they should have known that Queenix was in and around the site somewhere. It's not been a super compelling couple of rounds from Aurora after a pretty fantastic start. I'm interested to see how this T side develops, to see what sort of calls they go in for. They've oh my lord, I didn't expect a buy to come out in this round. Look at this. Hero, or potentially Salazar, is the master of that sort of fight. And now they've lost their biggest weapon. They've got 4 nades total to crack open a bomb site. Rough.
Trying to crack their way through. Not finding the fight they were hoping for outside of A, and now a tactical smoke comes through from Queenix. That's going to stall things out, even if they were just waiting there, which they're not. Seems like this is likely to end Cave. Full 4-man push. That smoke will slow things down. There's no more mollies on the ECSTATIC side. That's the silver lining right now. But they don't have a flash to push through this, so their tempo is entirely determined by the smoke fade.
I'm very interested to see how ECSTATIC positions after the smoke fades. They're just going to commit to this sort of setup. It's pretty risky. Cabby is way out in the open. He hasn't got a lot of cover. Has to win this initial engagement, and he doesn't. There's
the spot, and no one else can flash for him either. There's nothing here close at hand. He's going to find his damage eventually, though. They just can't dig him out. The lack of utility on either side comes back to cost them, and the spray down is good. They could not kill that player pillar. You had to do it. That was the key. He was the load-bearing pillar. I hate having to use that because he was playing pillar. Load-bearing pillar for that whole side hold.
Load-bearing wall girder. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's other routes we can go. Yeah, I mean, I thought he was a dead man. He couldn't move, and it's not like the pillar's very wide. Wow, there's a couple kill stalls out just enough. And as I said, that was a bit of a borderline force buy at the start. So now look at it. Pistols in the mix, some HEs for an airstrike, presumably. And it's going to be mighty good to find a frag. I think they expected a mid-smoke, Mike, and they wanted to nade behind it. But there's no smoke.
There's smoke.
Here we go.
But he's going to reposition. HEs?
Yeah.
HEs. It is interesting that ECSTATIC are giving, I feel like, a lot more space in towards mid than most do, and here's where it comes to be a problem. Manx only gets one. Uh-oh. Rifle back in. They're committing to these fights, and that drops the bomb. That drops the bomb. That is the saving grace, and now Kabi's here on the flank. So it gets way too risky. But ECSTATIC, when push comes to shove, they're still good for it. That nearly unraveled on him.
Oh, wow. I mean, the nades, the noise, it's telegraphed. It's not like ECSTATIC got caught off guard. God. That went all too close. Could be a big deal down the line if ECSTATIC starts to run out of cash, because they really should have lived there with more players. Thank God they got that molly down to funnel them right into the AK. Onwards we go. More of a default sort of round from Aurora. The last few have been early executes, but this time I think they're shaping up for some mid-control. Oh, look at the B reaction.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot of information. They can't start in mid, otherwise the flank is on. Kabi got away with this last time, but it was just against pistols. They may not expect him to risk it against a buy. Oh, he's looking, though. Oh, but he's not going to win the fight. And now his teammates, they know there's a timer on this. They know they have to go, and Utility's coming out from ECSTATIC to stall them out. Smoke was kind of useless, but the molly was very good. And the nade. Oh, the nade, Alan. Oh, now that's a busted nade. That's the good stuff. That good utility damage. Pressure going to be coming around here. Salazar, he's got to be good, but, I mean, we've come to expect excellence from him very early on, and that's a sitter. That's the easiest shot of his life. So they know they're hemmed in. Kenzie's down. Lackey's low. Those two have been their miracle workers in other moments. And now they're losing bodies bit by bit. It's all seemingly falling apart. And it will, without a single kill going back the other way.
That was a beautiful round from ECSTATIC. Lose mid, push B, get information, block A with the nades to buy time, move around. That angle from Salazar, I didn't even know you could play such a cheeky angle from CT spawn. But he knows his stuff. Untradeable. Even if he misses, he falls off the wall, and they can't kill him. And he burns all the time, and it's just a nightmare for Aurora. Whew. If they hadn't won pistol, this half would not be looking good for them.
No. No, it certainly would not. And now we've already lost our first player. Salazar collects in towards mid, takes out Lackey. Kabi's got a spot. He's trying to make sure he could get that kill. It's a little awkward, but he'll at least do damage. And eventually find his. So, another non-starter. This one a little bit more forgivable, but Aurora, we're starting to become a little concerned here, especially remembering the way Overpass went. And I mean, yes, this is Aurora's map pick. Yes, ECSTATIC chose to start on the CT side. But we know how Anubis plays right now. It's not really the CT side that dictates pace.
No.
You got to kind of get it done in the attacking half.
Yeah, and in a veto where Aurora probably had, I think it was Nuke and Inferno were both other strong options to pick into. I think the Nuke especially looked like the obvious. Yeah, you've picked into a map where we know ECSTATIC are comfortable. They look comfortable so far. They seem well drilled and not concerned when they lose space. They know how to play without it. If they get space, they know how to move around the map. The macros looked brilliant from ECSTATIC. So, oof. It's early stages, but I'm already nervous for Aurora. They need to start getting something out of this T side, and they're falling back to the set calls. Look at this, 5B, soon to come.
There's utility this time around is the problem. Molotov's going to go in. This is going to make life difficult. Cabby's forced down, and he's dropped. Okay, never mind. Despite the util, ECSTATIC fumbling with it. Oh, there's a gap in that smoke. There's a gap, and this smoke comes out late. Manx collects one. He knows he's going to be chased, so he backs away. Rerouting here.
Money's so good that at minimum you suffocate the bomb site. So I'd expect ECSTATIC to stick around and start hoping for some overfacing players.
What they're trying to do here is, because they show the presence in towards cave, they know that's going to require a certain amount of focus from Aurora and a certain amount of utility as well. So instead, you go into B main, you shift this up, and this gets really spicy. Celtic's going to be dead from the guy spawned. He spotted the first, but he had no idea that Manx was here. And now they're trying to force in. The time, obviously, the round can't be won. That we've established, but the economic damage, this could be costly. And it will be. Only Lackey lives. No. The bomb collects both players outside of B main. At least Lackey limps to the finish. But Aurora, they're taking nothing with them.
Crikey. That bomb be damaging on Anubis. Awkward round though for ECSTATIC. The two B players were caught completely with their trousers down. They were not expecting a hit to come in anytime soon. They're juggling nades, they're out of position. And I just hope for their sake they've learned their lesson. Wow, look at the call from ECSTATIC. Solo B, A aggression when they just lost to a B round. Big balls.
All right, Lackey. Putting his balls on the table. And it's working out. Chaos all over the place. But it's gonna go in favor of ECSTATIC. In towards mid they go. Salazar waiting for this. Waiting for this push. Give me the fight. Give me the fight. Give me the angle. Just peek. Just check. And Norvi, he can't resist. He can't resist the possibility, because if you get through there, here's the thing. That's why it's such a sweet trap. If you get through that angle, B is yours. The world is your oyster on this site. But when there's an AWP of Salazar on the other side, that is a very much a poisoned chalice. Cabby's going looking for this flank in towards mid. Laddie. The individual moves, so many angles to clear on this B site, so many 50-50s. I mean, he's just trusting it at this point. Might actually get a bomb plant out of this. Is indeed, but living. Oh, that's going to be a different ass. Kraken's knife just pulls him off the plant. Ooh, little style points there.
I'm really enjoying how Salazar's playing this CT side. He feels very Shiro-esque to me. Where
he does.
Shiro's kind of infamous for being very passive, at least early round as an AWPer, and then just really thinking and like, how do I plug the gap? Where are they going to move? Where's the opportunity? The number of rounds Salazar has been in the right spot when it's low nades for Aura and just locks down an area of the map, and he's absolute money to hit the shot. He is, he's not the flashiest AWPer I've ever seen, but he's so effective.
He's got a bit of flash in him too. Pressure on a Kraken, repositioning here towards Glizzy, just trying to keep himself alive for longer for his teammates to get in, and it's going to be effective. Kraken doing the work he needed. That allows Manx out. Manx drops the bomb. Manx secures the round. In-game leader taking matters into his own hands. And look, okay, so here's the difference between this and Overpass. Overpass, yes, everybody was playing well. I don't want to take anything away, but it was, it was Queenix and it was Salazar who were head and above. Right now, wherever Aurora go, they're finding resistance. You've got 8 on Manx, you've got 12 on Kraken, and everybody else is in the split between those two. It is a very tight scoreboard. It is a very much a team effort over on the ECSTATIC side.
Who's the star for Aurora? Lackey top fragging.
Yeah, not
Granted,
good.
He's had some monster rounds, but that's not the way this team is organized. It's not the way it's meant to function. And we need a Norvi of the world, don't we? We need someone else. We need someone to step up right now.
Norvi's had some moments. Kenzie's had some moments, but the one that's really missing and was missing on Overpass as well is Laddie.
Yeah.
They're consistently getting him the AWP.
Yeah. Even
and
mechanically, he wasn't with it.
He's not getting them anything.
Feels like a B split is coming. Trying to fight for dark control. That's pulled all the nades off of Cab. He's still got a molly, actually, so he can delay a tad longer. This mid control is really just a ruse. It's just to buy more time, slow down rotations. These two B players could get pinched pretty badly in the near future.
It's a little bit awkward, too. Oh, Cabby's stuck, and he knows it. That's not great. Losing Manx as well, loses their mid presence. Kragan's up the creek. He has to know there's a timer on this. He has to withdraw from. He's going to stick around for the fight, wanting one as they cross. But it's the Temple player who's the big threat. And yeah, there it is. There's just only so many positions he could possibly be in. They clear it well. There's obviously enough money that a save is not at all necessary.
Yeah.
And yet still they seem to be saving.
I think someone's just called it. One roundabout argument is they might not know about the AWP on Lati, so they're thinking we don't want to give it away to them. But
then just take a rifle in like
yeah,
Salazar's doing.
this is the way to play it. At least
Only
take away
13
guns.
bullets.
If you force one Galil here, it's worth it.
Yeah. Their money is meaningless. You could buy 5 autos. It would be
Ninja
fine.
Mike? Ninja?
Oh my god, is there time? Oh, he fumbled it. There's not time. I think if he hadn't fumbled it. Oh, he still got it! No! He still got it! Stolen away! 4 alive! Aurora, you can't be doing this!
The fumble makes it even better. Oh
I thought the fumble cost him. I thought the fumble cost him.
I was
thought that was
certain he
it.
didn't have time. I was absolutely certain. Oh. Take a pause, guys.
Just DQ.
Take
Just
a pause.
disconnect.
Take a pause.
Oh, that one hurts. That's got to be the
Why
round
were
that
they
stings worse
hunting?
than any other in this half.
There's no reason to hunt. Their money is so good.
That-
Oh my lord.
Oh, that hurt me. I feel physical pain right now, Alan. On behalf of Aurora. Oh, that is brutal. That might be the most humiliating round they've lost in their careers. I mean, the 5 individuals, not even as a team. That is the one round you finally had control. You had the chance to get 6 here. Ooh, that's going to haunt them. Manx has found an opener here. Queenix playing close to the smoke. Realizes players are on him. He's got 1. Not quite going to get more, but damage already done. Important kill for Lucky. If they can regain here, at least they can forget about the last, but that's a big if. Big if. Utility being dumped. There's a gap on the platform, and that'll find them a frag. Salazar holding court. A site is his domain, and they do not want to test it. They're going to back away. They've got 0 interest in dealing with that op.
Oh,
Cabby can find the timing here.
Might not make it.
Oh, he's going to think it's clear because they've just walked past Cabby.
Oh.
Oh, Laddie, finally a lucky break for Aurora. Finally, something working in their favor. But it does mean that Cabby's going to be on the flank, and they're going to have no read on this. There's no way they expect him to be pushed through B main.
It's a good call from Salazar as well to expect him not to be A anymore. These
You gonna
players
hear
are
this
totally
tick?
surrounded.
Oh, Lucky, the timing. The timing on that peak is phenomenal. Tiniest margins have kept him in this round. First one found, though. Salazar, he's been incredible. Does he have the read? He does. Absolutely. There is just nothing given easily in this game. ECSTATIC, another double-digit half.
My beating heart hits like a stop this feeling. It's setting all my doubts on fire. Ooh, like you won't believe it. Won't let a moment pass me by. Too late, can't win. I'm giving in, 'cause I can feel something coming over me, holding me till the morning. And it keeps me dancing when I feel something coming over me. I just keep dancing. Ooh, morning light so blinding. It's on the ceiling and the walls. Where is my name? 'Cause I can't find it. Those early memory lane walls. Ooh, but I know it's the price that you pay. Ooh, for living it up on Saturday. I can't win, I'm giving in, 'cause I can feel something coming over me, holding me till the morning. And it keeps me dancing when I feel something coming over me. I just keep dancing. The time that it takes.
And we're back here, and it's looking dominant for ECSTATIC. There was a tiny little resurgence for Aurora, and a pesky little ninja defuse. Not even a ninja defuse, just a straight up they left the site and the other team defused. Sent them reeling. That's the bomb. That's the bomb, Alan. A bomb was the most forward player. Still might work out, because they're all coming out cave. They need to kill this guy. Glizzy. Yeah, they're going to do so, Lackey. Oh, poor Lackey. Out there. Gonna make a contest of this one. It's down to the 2-on-2 he's got. Doolies, but he's now been dinked. They're both in the same position, and that is known. Salazar, the hero of last half, can't get it done in this. Laddie is back.
Awkward pistol. Very awkward. Especially after the bomb gets dropped off the bat. But an important pistol for Aura. They won the first pistol and converted it with the following anti-ecos and 4 spies, which is very nice. Kind of the only thing holding them in this map, it feels like, at the moment. Is that an MP5? Norvi? I'm intrigued.
It is. Silencer, I guess, if you're smoke spamming. Not something we see very often. But let's see if it justifies the extra piece of utility you could have bought without it. Well, yep. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good, Alan.
Yeah, we shouldn't really be questioning it. I guess in that angle with the silencer.
It's such a laser beam, man.
It's so good, man. Why didn't everybody buy it? The UMP as well on Kenzie. He just knows.
I mean, I think if the MP9 wasn't such a good value for money, you might see more MP5s and MP7s, actually. Both are good.
MP7 is low-key. Pretty good.
It's pretty popping. You just never see it.
Look at the bonus. This is the bonus round to end all bonus rounds. Here we go.
It do be. SMGs galore. Dragon just reads it. I think based on the guns, he's like, I'm probably getting a rugs push here. I'm probably getting a carpet push. He might get another one. No! He still wins it. All right, Kraken. Call him the Kraken, because he's pulling them all in right now. Oh, disastrous. They've got nobody on this entire side of the map. So now the Kraken's not detecting further pushes. He's calling the bomb over, and Aurora has to reroute, which means they're now soft on B, the site that they were originally stacking. Oh, boy. Kraken spots this canal rotate. Cabby's going to get in position to potentially punish it. They've kind of missed their window for a free site take. But, I mean, either way, they've got such a weaponry advantage. They got such a numbers advantage right now that a full-on take should be very viable.
Spoken for Temple. If Kraken get in behind and pinch Latty as well, there is just nowhere to play on this bomb site. Celta's got to go absolutely nuclear. Laddie gets one, but surely traded now from Canals. Kill isn't there, and it's getting a little bit awkward around these smokes. They need to kill Seltzer and calm down this
Oh, no.
situation.
Nade
Getting a little
finishes
bit
it.
frisky.
That nade should have come out way earlier. Now we've got a round on our hands. But, of course, Salazar's going to start it. Cabby's going to finish it. And we're going to calm it right on down. ECSTATIC, making that more interesting than it needed to be, considering Kragan's early success. But at the end of the day, it's still the round win they wanted.
Money is on the verge for Aurora. They managed to still get rifles out, which is a pretty big result. And we'll see what they choose to play into. Latty's got that AWP. And as mentioned, we just want him to get engaged in this match. Want him to have some impact. Cabby walks straight into the AWP. And that's an easy shot.
It's the start they needed, though. Taking something. One of the heavy hitters as well out for ECSTATIC. You know, I say heavy hitters. Again, as per the first half, 3 players on 14. Queenix on 13. Manx chilling on 9. It is a very even distribution here.
Mid control now in. They want to boost. Quick check in case the AWP was in front of the molly, I guess. Not to beat.
They've isolated these A players a lot here.
Yeah, I'm surprised nobody from Aurora has moved to... I mean, the temple's open right now. Fully
Seltzer's
open.
theoretically holding it, but if he gets smoked... Altov sailing over. I think one of those may have missed. Believe one of those missed, but here's the utility, and that's the first kill on Latty's under so much pressure here by the cake, and he can't pick his target. He can't pick his target. They even got another one in towards mid. So this round's over. This should be a save for Aurora. There's not even a path back into the round through mid. Norby looks like he wants to give it a thought, but I don't know how you can contemplate this one.
It's not on. It's not on. Can't even save an AWP. Or even an AK, actually. Wow. That was a clean man advantage for Aurora. This is what we saw on Overpass on the CD side. They are so static. They're really hesitant to make a move. And Anubis is definitely a map where, I mean, the top teams take risky rotates because they know how hard it is. But even below that, you got to at least cover off different parts of the map. You got to give those A players are left out to dry. There's nowhere they could go.
Yeah, I think as soon as you concede mid on this map, you're dead. It really is so tough.
Is that the problem is that they seed mid and the A players are nowhere near a position to take. The only choice is taking A main or maybe playing retake, and retake is not, a good situation to be in.
No, not at all.
And they're just not the pieces aren't on the same page. They lose mid, and there's no B reaction, there's no A reaction. We're just sitting where we have done for the last 40 seconds, and expecting losing mid not to have changed anything.
So barring a Norby hero round, you can't really see much happening here.
Where is he?
He's
on B as well.
Yeah, he's on the wrong site for this one. Or the right site if your plan is to save the gun, which might be the most successful strategy here. Mid under threat. This is just the one-man army of Queenix. Lucky finds the flank past him. Queenix could be dead off of this. Oh, he didn't see it on the turn. Oh, has he seen it? There he is. Okay. Sense? Question mark? Maybe does he play with a turn bind? Like a surfing turn bind?
I don't think so. He must just be high sense. I'm not strictly sure if they're legal in...
I believe Crims plays with one, so I believe they
I
are.
don't
This was
think
talked
they're
about on
legal.
the Pro League stream the other day.
Are they legal? I didn't know they were legal.
I think so, because Crims, they were talking about, Messi was talking about this. They were in a clutch or something, and Crims accidentally hit his bind and flicked away. And died as a result.
I guess it's just the sort of thing that it probably could be exploited, but it's just so on the fringe.
It's really
So-
hard to use,
So
too.
hard.
There's a reason why most players only use it for surf maps. Like, it's so hard to flick that. I mean, you saw it, right, with that fighting towards mid. Theoretically, Queenix saw the guy like 3 different times, but it's just you can't process that information that quickly as a human.
Onwards. Aurora. Is this the must-win round? Feels like it is. Feels like it is. 3D start for them. Nade isn't too bad on Salazar, but plays around in front, and Lackey might be called off before he can get back. Oh, just in time. He is a lucky boy.
Lackey. He's got a gap off the smoke. This could actually work out. They're going to flash for him to peek? No. He's chilling, but does Manx check this? Oh, no, they know. No kill found for it. The funnel in towards A. Pressure on for Celtic. Good luck from Cake. Better bake something special here. And he is. He's doing exactly that. Eventually he will fall. There was an inevitability to that. But he's done his work. He certainly has. Oh, Kragan with a read. And control still in towards mid means they're very comfortable getting this plant down. And now it's a really tough position to deal with. Salazar has to be looking the right way at the right time, to be fair. He needs to go back and check mid. I don't know what this hard read is. But he is going to come looking. And it doesn't matter. His head's ripped from his shoulders. Finally, a fortunate break here for Aurora. And they'll take it to the round win.
Got very awkward. Very awkward. Good after plan from these two. A rare missed shot from Salazar. Granted, Norvi hit an absolute zinger in response on the AUG. And they will take that. Any way, which or how, they'll take some rounds to 8-4 Aurora. But with the money in the bank, with the plant as well, we expect another investment from ECSTATIC. Here it comes. So still work to do for Aurora. And I do think they were quite static in that round again. They saw 3 smokes go on the left side of mid and didn't really move that much. What are we calling that connector bit between the temple area and mid?
The temple area and mid?
Yeah.
I think I've been calling it Pharaoh because of the statue
Pharaoh.
there. The problem is there's like that same Pharaoh statue is repeated around the map, but that is the position where it is most prominent, if I'm not mistaken.
We can name them after different pharaohs for different areas.
Yeah, Ramses? Should we call that Ramses?
Only the second. I don't like the third. Okay.
Tutankhamun is a little awkwardly long for a call-out.
Oh, my lord.
Selter? Doesn't even need to see you. Doesn't even need to see you. Now you don't get to see him. Selter taking command here, and this is what you need, Aurora. This is the kick in the pants to get back into this game. Queenix is going to make this interesting, though. He's going to get an upgrade. He's actually got the AWP as well.
Is that a smoke?
Wrapping him. He has time. Oh my god, that's a smoke. That is a good smoke. Graffiti. For a little extra style. And he's going to get forward with the AWP. Hit the shot, but it's a leg. It's a leg, Alan. That was so close to brilliance.
I'm still dumbstruck by the smoke. I love it.
That's a good smoke.
I
I need to know that one.
It's a shame the overall plan wasn't quite to be. Aurora making this very compelling now after some dicey rounds at the start of the defense. They did win both pistols, which helps. But, yeah. First pause comes in from ECSTATIC. Not a big surprise, given where the money's at. Quick discussion. It's going to be half buy here. They really need to discuss the buy rounds to come. And what the approach will be in those. Only Cabby's bought. Everyone else is still waiting to hear the wise words of Manx, presumably.
Says, guys, I'm going to run in with the Tech 9. Someone buy a flash. Just going to straight run at him. Easy dub. Click heads.
There's one flash. It's on
Forehead.
Kragan.
Nope, 3 flashes.
Oh, we got some more. They heard the call.
Yeah. Yeah, they loaded up. But they're splitting. They're splitting? Okay. Is this a... Oh, no. Okay, it is going to be a split in towards B. I was going to say, is this a 3 go A, I go B with bomb?
We're going through this. Here it
This
comes.
could be interesting. There it is. Flashbang's not actually on, but the space is certainly taking it. They're just rolling through. Counterflash good, though. Counterflash good, and Kenzie. Oh, my God, Kenzie. What a way to stabilize.
I think the flashbang could be better than that. There must be a set lineup to get it just in the door, because you want to catch the right corner and still get on the line up to the bomb site. There must be a way to do it. And if the flashbang was good, that really could have cascaded. But the freebie start from Aurora is well justified. That's what you're scared of, I guess, on these anti half by half and force by sort of rounds. And it comes good. 3-round deficit now. We've got a game on our hands.
We really do. I mean, this is sort of this isn't a conclusive round by any measure, but if Aurora win here, this is game
on.
Yeah. This is a justifying round, shall we say. A stabilizing. Nice dinks on a Manx early on. That's helpful. But over the smoke. Salazar, does he have vision? Yes, he does. Took a little bit to find. But eventually, the body registers and Lackey's down and mid is open. They're going to have to adjust. Norvy's rotating through spawn right now, which means that Celter has to focus in. There was a moment there where A main was very open. With 2 players in mid, they felt justified on it. The Canal's pressure, though. Kragen's been so good at dealing with these pushes. And now they're spread thin, Alan. They can't abandon any of these positions without taking a huge gamble. So every man is on an island.
It's an impossible position for Aurora. I think they'd be best off just making a big risk and just stacking a site, maybe with all 3 players. B is so exposed. Latty, not had the best day of it so far. But this time he has to capitalize. Players coming in from Cave as well. First connected with, but surely trades to come. Salazar, dependable as ever. 4-on-2, and these guys should think about saving.
That extra smoke. Make life tough, but they're going to attempt it. They've got some money to justify this. And that kill is certainly going to commit them. Health's low on Manx, but it's these late positions. It's this off that they're going to have to deal with. Molotov clearing magics. What do they got here? They're running out of time. They're running out of clock, Alan. They've got the kits at least, but now they know the op's something they have to contend with, and they're down for the count. No way, no how. ECSTATIC 2 rounds away from moving on here into the upper bracket final.
Salazar looks formidable. He is on a tear today in this qualifier. And I've worked out why I like the name. Because it sounds a bit like, you know, old Persian princes.
Saladin is what you're thinking of.
There is Saladin, but there's also a lot of them end with Zs, ZAR, and that sort of thing. And there's normally X is in the mix, but it's the same sort of vibe. And I like it. I like it.
It's a good name. He's apparently, we've been looking at this. He's Filipino-Danish?
Yes.
So, just, I'm so intrigued by this guy.
If he ever plays in a big event, I'd love him to run Philippines as his nation, just to represent.
Yeah, we've never really got a big player in CS from the Philippines. And I am really... Look, it's just one day of an online qualifier, but I am very intrigued by him. Everything we're seeing from him is what you want to see from a young Auber. He's flashy, he's got the mechanics, he's got the skill, but he's also looking good. He's looking buttoned up. He's playing things well. He's playing the clutches well.
He's so good late round. He doesn't overstretch. He doesn't get overzealous.
And he reads positions so well.
Yeah, his game sense is brilliant. I mean, probably a bit of credit to the comments of his teammates, but he makes such good on that information.
Very intrigued. Lucky dropping in towards Cake. Celter gonna catch the first. They weren't looking for him, and actually taking 2 down, taking the man we've been big upping this whole time. That's not bad, but all right, Manx. Manx is fearless, man. He is so eager to just fly into a fight and delete you. And that is the kill that secures them a great position in this round, especially with Cabby here late mid. Not going to get cleared out.
Oh, he's going to catch.
Oh, no. That one's a definite. Now the late flank's going to come in. I mean, it's just all falling by the wayside. This is going to be map point. This is going to be series point. This is going to be everything. And Laddie realistically just has to try and keep this op alive, but he's trying anything desperate. Just trying to get this round in his favor. He can't find a shot. Finally, it comes. But he's out of there. This just might buy him the ability to retreat, the ability to survive.
Oh, no. Oh, no. That... I felt like they were going to hold on to A for a second, didn't it? But Manx, left eye swings, splatters the cake with blood. And even Cabby in that after point, I thought he was playing it a little too slow, but he's just so good at reading. I don't know if he got a noise cue to check into canals, but that was perfect. Kills the flank, dead in the water, and the buy is so bad. Latty, thank God he saved the AWP, because that's all they've got here. Pistols elsewise. How on earth do Aurora hold on?
Flashbang push on the edge of the smoke. Kind of feels like we might be getting a flashbang push here from Salter. Right into everybody. Here's the flashbang push. Catch. He does. No, unfortunate. Not quite going to work out. Nice idea. Almost effective on the execution. And speaking of executions, there seem to be a few going on this site. Lottie backed off with that AWP. There's no saving it this time. Gonna have to make some magic happen here. And, well, there's no vision to operate with. There's great positioning here for these swings. Kragan could just guarantee it. He finds his first player and swings to the next two. They're all bunched in heaven. This could be disastrous. OIV gets a kill. Kragan is really playing this for the long game. And in fair effect, it does wind up working out. 16-10 is the scoreline. Another commanding victory from ECSTATIC. Once they start getting rounds in either half of that game, they just don't stop, do they, Alan?
No. No, they... if they convert one of these pistols, this game isn't even close. That was brilliant from ECSTATIC. Aurora's map pick. Yes, they could have gone in other directions, but I think this always would have been the third map likely of the series. So if you want to take that viewpoint, the result